Hi, my name is Maurice Searle. This presentation is for PDIP 3230, Evaluation of Learning. And I'm here to discuss the informal classroom assessment technique number 7, the muddiest point. Developed in 1989 at Harvard by Dr. Fred Mosteller, to quickly identify what areas his lectures were providing his students with the greatest difficulty. It is a very efficient technique as it provides high information return and very low investment in time and energy. The muddiest point is the simplest informal classroom assessment technique. The teacher could ask a student, what was the muddiest point in this area? When using it, you can focus on a lecture, a discussion, a homework assignment, play, or film. The muddiest point technique provides information on what students find least clear or most confusing about a particular lesson or topic. Faculty use that feedback to discover which points are the most difficult for students to learn and to guide their teaching decisions on which topics to emphasize, how much time to spend on each. The purpose is to find out what students find confusing about a topic or concept. So the basic process is as follows. You hand out note cards or pieces of paper to students. Students should not write their names on the cards. One question is asked, for example, what is the muddiest point you encountered in the material covered today? Students will reflect on the answer and write down a word or phrase. We will collect the cards, review the comments, and plan how to respond with the feedback. Muddiest point works best with lower level programs, any class size, and also any point in the course, for example, at the end of the presentation or lecture, at the end of the discussion, the end of the reading assignment, and also the middle of a large program. Some limitations of this strategy is that it could affect the motivation of both the teacher and the student. Some students may find it difficult explaining something that they do not understand, and it will lose its effectiveness if it's used too often. Advantages for students is that they reflect on what they have learned. It's a safe method to ask questions. They improve their listening skills, and they learn concepts and theories of the subject. Some advantages for teachers is that it's a quick, simple, and easy technique to administer, effective way to identify problem areas in the program. It gives a snapshot of what the students are finding difficult to learn. They get to see the materials through the eyes of the student and also assists in the planning of course revisions. Some limitations of this strategy is that it focuses too much on the negative. It loses effectiveness if it's used too often. Students will have to self-assess themselves, and also students may have difficulty naming or explaining what they don't understand themselves. These limitations can be alleviated by implementing these best practices. Use it sparingly. Provide clear instruction. Allow enough time for students to answer, like 10-15 minutes. Manage feedback expectations and provide prompt feedback to the student. Now, feedback to the learner would really depend on the method. So either if you're doing it to an individual, you can use email, or if you're giving feedback to the group, you can use an announcement, a group email, or a discussion board. In conclusion, the muddiest point technique is a quick and effective way in responding to your students' needs. I thank you for your time.